everybody, welcome back to the channel and more Birthright here. We picked up finally at long last one of the last, if not the last thing that we were actually missing from our Birthright collection. That was the second of the two miniature sets that they actually released from Ral Partha way back in the day. But finding a complete one, but also finding one for a semi-reasonable price is pretty challenging. So, and one that's not like ruined with like any like not necessarily bad paint jobs, but paint jobs that are old enough that really wouldn't do well for the miniature. So this was the cool second one that we mentioned. First one focused on different Anshe and just other mainly evil NPCs. Here we get just a lot of the characters that are named in the main box set. So we get sort of more independent characters like these guys here. We get some of the other regents like Grim Greybeard, leader of Baruch Azik, Khalid Dossier, the sort of de facto ruler of the city of Anuir now, even though he's just kind of the steward. Kalela bint Dauda, got her. Eric Borwin, one of the major power players. T-Scar, Greykar, the goblin leader of Thurazor, Gilder Kalian, of course, the wizard, and then Darren Avan. So it's some interesting choices that they had here. Would have been interesting to see, too, if they had come up with any further sets for the setting. So it gives you a fair few rulers and NPCs. In some cases, characters that the players could take on, like or take over their role, like Gilder Kalian and Grim Greybeard. But still quite a few domains missing, and mainly, again, focusing on Anuir, not getting into any of the other expansions yet. But anyway, we're going to get this opened up for you guys, and we'll show you what's inside. Alrighty guys, we got everything assembled here, so in no particular order, so we're just kind of going along here and taking a look. So thankfully everything is in good condition here. So we got Grim Greybeard here, a lot of great details on that. And these are very, very old, so like 95, 96 probably. Apologies for all the junk on our hands. We've been building a lot of MDF buildings, and a lot of that's just rubbing off, unfortunately. Eric Borwin had to bend his sword back in place. Still a little bit of work to do on that, but looks good. Plate armor. Iconic, powerful NPC. Gilder Kalian. I think actually the only thing that we're missing, because I think it was in a separate blister, would have been the spider. We'll have to double check. There might be a few odds and ends still, but as far as like major boxes go, these were the two. You had one with the Anshe, Enemies of the Blood, I think, and then Personalized the Blood. We did have a video on the other one. Darren Avan, of course, so obviously our rival with Borwin. Goblin Leader actually looks really cool. You don't usually get like a Goblin king or leader type figure, so we gotta bend that crown back. Just noticed that, but pretty neat miniature there in and of itself. These are just classic here, the wizard. But if you're looking for just a solid female wizard sculpt, you got that. Seamus Lavalier, yeah. There we go. Pretty good stuff there. And here, Teodor Profiev Voss, running from that culture. And here, we got Khalila bint Dauda. Love the shield detail there. That's cool. And Khalid Dossier. That's some nice detail on the scabbard there. That's cool. Set that aside for a second. That goes on Teodor, but then the nasty Voss priestess who's chasing him, Nadia Vasily. So we get her. pretty cool that we get essentially, even if we weren't using them as those characters, something suitable for the Voss. Oh, that's cool. Detail on the back of her cloak there. Love that. And then, of course, for Teodor, got bow and quiver. So all in all, pretty cool set here, and again, iconic. So if you're looking to get a lot of these personalities that are present in the setting, especially again the classic Anawir setting, it's a very good selection. Although of course could have been a few more added, but again, that's where the sadness is in the fact that the setting didn't last as long. I'm sure they would have come up with a fair bit more for covering some of the other realms and stuff as well, and then probably getting into some of the other expansion territories and such. But as is, pretty cool piece of history for the setting, just a kit in general, and just useful collection of minis. So and they do stand up pretty sharp sculpts overall, if maybe a little bit smaller than compared to like more modern mini releases and stuff like that. But nonetheless, pretty dang cool overall. Let us know, guys, if you picked any of those Birthright minis up. I think we're still on the hunt for the spider as a blister, and maybe one more. Could be the sword mage, not sure. We'll have to double check and see what else is out there, but definitely a bigger piece that was missing. So other than that, it's just other odds and ends from the minis, but we do have everything else that was released. So cool stuff here. Again, let us know your thoughts on the minis, guys. Again, if you can find it out there for a semi-reasonable price. Back in the day, this was probably like 20-30 bucks tops, maybe a little bit more, but now you're gonna probably look at least 100. But again, make sure it's complete, and ideally, if you can find it unpainted, of course, that always makes it nice too. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.